Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Neuro, and it is time for another episode of Griefing or Not Griefing, to find out if these gamers are super BM or just trying their best. We've just received a special case on our desk, and we need you in the chat to help us decipher and discern who is being well-mannered and who is a pooper scooper. Now, this reported player, Snapfire, has been accused of feeding. Let's just check the scoreboard here before we get in. 1 and 11. Let's actually back this one up a little bit, just to see the general play style here. It doesn't say what role this person is. Okay. So now they're 0 and 3, so it happens. I've had an 0 and 3 start in my games. It's not super weird. Let's see what they do. Let's see how they play. Okay. So they're pink. They're teleporting back to base. That was weird.
Quite a spree.
Okay, now they're gonna go top instead. Okay. I have no idea what skill level this is. And they are innocent until proven guilty. The TP thing was a suspicious move. They could be trolling, but it could also be misclicked. If you double tap teleport scroll, it'll take you home. So if they were spamming their keyboard a little bit too quick, that could happen.
Dominating. Radiant's middle tower is taking
They're farming.
an acceptable amount of vicious double slaying.
Their team is winning. They're trying to last hit. They're missing, but they tried. Hey, they got one. So far, mostly seems like a normal gamer, aside from the TP.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Radiant's top tower is under siege. Unstoppable. Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Hey, Venno died.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower under Radiant having unfortified. Radiant's top tower is under siege. Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Seems like a normal gamer so far.
Dire's bottom tower under Radiant's middle tower is being
But they die a whole bunch of times. Oh, IO Razor. They can teleport on the map.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
That's pretty hard to play against.
Taking damage.
Huh.
Dire's bottom tower under
Okay, they TP back in.
tower is being attacked. But
Fighting stuff. I'm actually going to lower the game sound for the announcer here.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Let's just do this. Thank you. Okay. Radiant bot tower under attack. Okay. Okay. We get it. They have a shadow amulet. They're using that to sneakily farm around the map. We're still not to the first marker for feeding, but we're fast approaching it. Snapfire gets a Lotus and uses it, working on that Shadow Blade. Io and Weaver kind of overextending. Snapfire TPs in and defends that. That's a good effort play and a good play. Still nothing sus in this game aside from that one missed teleport. Let's take a peek here. We're taking a peek. Snapfire. Playing mostly normal Dota. They just have their vision here. Yeah, they're kind of screwed there, but they were with their team, trying their best, using their spells. This is an unranked game, so I would even say you could be less harsh on people's judgment for that. Trolling is trolling, but MMR points are not at stake here. Okay, they weave out and get back in for a fight. Shadow blading in, looking for damage, shooting her very mighty gun. Okay. Getting a lot of work done. This is normal game speed. And they've died 6 times now. But their deaths were, like, reasonable. They weren't weird. They weren't intentionally throwing themselves into bad situations. They were just honest to God and, like, trying their best. I don't know what they're doing now, but sometimes a cat jumps on your desk as well. So if people have, like, a slight pause in their gameplay, totally good. Totally fine. That's normal. At a pro level, that can be a big problem, but this is an unranked game for fun. This is a video game. People are supposed to have fun. Do you think people in Dota know that? Okay, they tried to defend the tier 2. Didn't pan out. No one else on the team showed up, but trying to defend a tier 2 tower. I'm still not too salty about it. Verdict, just normal men. Just a normal Snapfire. In a game from behind. It's 24-22, so maybe I'm just theorizing here. This is some Sherlock Holmes shit. Maybe someone on the Dire team who's been doing well, like Clinks, is mad that a player like Snapfire has a bunch of deaths. So maybe they're yelling at Venno and Snap for dying a bunch. Not sure. Because it's a pretty even game. Pretty even. Snapfire shooting him. Clearing that bug. 5 heroes mid. This is not going to be good. Yeah. They had no escape there. They probably should have just stayed invisible and walked away. But once they broke the Shadow Blade invis, they were going to die. Still doesn't really seem like feeding. Wraith King died. The other allies disengaged. They were killed as well. Again, this is not ranked. If I had to guess, I would say the Snapfire... Did they play the wrong role? It's hard to tell who the carries are. Maybe it's the Shadowblade support. Who knows? Shooting the big blobs. Trying to hold the high ground. They're standing in the right place on the map to defend their base. Snapfire does a lot of physical damage, so the Shadowblade, you could nitpick that a little bit, but it does benefit the character, and they're using it reasonably well. Going in for a fight here. And let's remember, though, even if they played normal for the first 27 minutes, some people will have a meltdown later on, and then just completely start to throw. So, it ain't over yet. But so far, I would say the Snapfire is totally in the clear. Just one missed TP. One teleport back to base that they didn't need to do. Okay, well let's just skip to markers then. Because this is a relatively long game, seems like. Snapfire shooting. Shooting them. Do I have to go here? Okay. So they died here, and this is around when they got their first marker for griefing. So they're going down mid. They're working on their scepter. They have a Shadow Blade. They all tip Snap. Looks like the other 4 are in a group. Oh. Okay, they're mid. You could say that's out of position, but the Weaver is level 23 and that hero turns invisible and runs super fast, so it's hard to keep track of where they are. Unfortunate, but not a terrible play. I don't think they're the carry. I think it's Wraith King. Wraith King is the carry, Clinks is the mid, Necro is the offlane. It's a toxic 4-stack. You can do a 4-stack in unranked, yes, but not in ranked. Ranked mode, you can have 1, 2, 3, or 5, but not 4. Interesting. Are we simply protecting An honest gamer who got reported by a toxic 4-stack. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, there are legit gamers out there just trying their best. The Snapfire. Trying to get out of danger. Trying to show up when it's good. Trying to farm on the map. Trying to get some items. So we passed the first feeding mark. And it wasn't really that bad. Okay, Snapfire's kind of having a problem with this. What are they doing? They wiped all of them. Okay, they ate an ally. Spit him out. And then they win the game. What? I would say that's a pretty normal game. Overall, pretty normal game. They were being kind of weird derping out with that tower thing, but they were already kind of winning. And then they win the game. Why did they get reported for feeding? It's just an innocent gamer. I'm not even going with insufficient evidence. Not guilty across the board. This Snapfire played a normal game of Dota. And I stand by that. I stand by that. There are some toxic 4-stacks out there. Stay safe. Stay safe, chat. Okay. Let's do another case. And then soon, I will have food with Trisha because I'm very hungry. And she is also very hungry. We did a hike today. When you hike, you spend more energy than if you just sat in a chair the whole day. Did you know that? Now you know. It's true. It's true. I said it. Okay. Wow. A Divine 1 Tinker. Scripting / hacking. Okay, let's see this. Let's see this. How is his mouse jumping so crazy fast? I don't really know how Tinker works, but a Divine 1 Tinker should be really good though, right? This makes it a little bit trickier to discern these. They got reported of scripting and hacking 3 times. It still has the Snapfire portrait. And they're a Grandmaster Tinker in terms of how many games they've played with it. So they should be good at this. What is it that makes someone scripting / hacking? I'm trying to watch the mouse cursor. Yeah, the mouse cursor is really weird and jerky. What's he doing? How is he blinking like that? want to watch the mouse cursor. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Let's do that fight again, slow down. I want to see his mouse. Spam clicking here. It's a well-played Tinker, but it doesn't look like scripting. Yeah, the mouse movements are like reasonable for if you're flicking your cursor across the screen. And he's channeling a lot of his abilities, so his character is not moving while he's doing that spell. Like this right here. He's not moving, so you can kind of move your cursor around and prep where you're going to go next. I think the scripting and hacking ones are easier to do whenever it's a low ranked game and they're doing something perfectly, but this is a rather high ranked game. So there's Immortal, which is like basically pro gamer of some level, and then Divine is just below that. So Divine's kind of like NAGM, you could say. And then Immortal is like tournament players. Top 100 EUGM-ish. Top 100 KRGM. Pretty cool Tinker play, to be honest. He's a very high APM hero. Are all of his abilities activatable? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activatable abilities. Shiva's for 6, Blink for 7. He heckin' has a Soul Ring he's spamming too. Wait, how is he hitting multiple of these at the same time? I guess you just hit 2 and 3 on your keyboard at the same time? Do you just smash your keyboard? A macro? Are you allowed to use macros? But you don't think this is a macro? They're just slamming their buttons. Slamming those buttons. Tool assisted alert. This person was using a tool to solve a problem. You cannot use a tool for that. Yeah, I guess if you're like pressing R and then you hit 1, 2, 3 like in quick sequence, it's still very doable. And you can see they're not hitting them all at the exact same time. Like there's a blink, bottle sip, soul ring, refresh, soul ring, bottle sip, Shiva's, blink, refresh, blink, soul ring, Shiva's, sip, blink, soul ring, sip, refresh. Huh. Okay, let's get to another fight again. TP's in. Oh, they're all dead. Yeah. Well. E-Blade, Zap, Shiva's Refresh. Pretty cool. It's a very unique hero in the sense that most other characters can't spam this many abilities that fast without running out of mana. Man. Man, this is interesting. Okay, let's go to the next markers. This could be another normal gamer. Are we going to be 2 for 2? Normal gamers. End of suspicious activity reached. It is kind of sad to face a tinker that's this far ahead sometimes. Just because they feel like there's nothing you can do. But they're really that far ahead now, I think. They're level 28. Next highest level is 21 on this team. 33 kills. I don't even know if it could be a smurf because it takes a lot of games to be able to get level 30 with the hero. Cool. 33 and 1. Yeah, another double not guilty. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Probably smurfing as well. That's possible, but that's not what we were called to the jury for. It's a divine game. Maybe it's an immortal player on a divine account. That is smurfing. That is against the rules, but I was called to officiate a scripting / hacking ruling here, and we didn't see it. We got 2 innocent gamers. That was kind of cool to see the Tinker gameplay. Excellent. There you have it, folks. Even today, even on Dota 2, there are some reasonable gamers that are just skilled or just had a tough game. But the Snapfire is innocent, and the Tinker is also innocent, at least of scripting and hacking. Thank you for weighing in on griefing or not griefing.